Hello and welcome back to Movie Euphoria. In today's episode, we talk about SRK's much awaited movie that released this week called Dunki. Dunki has been written and directed by Rajkumar Hirani, and the movie marks the first collaboration between SRK and Rajkumar Hirani. For the unaware, Rajkumar Hirani has some of the very book movies to his credits like Three Idiots, PK, Munna Bhai MBBS, etc. etc. Dunki released on 21st of December, which was a Thursday. Unlike most Hindi movies, which usually release on a Friday. Now, the analysts believe there were two reasons for doing so. First was that makers didn't want to clash with Prabhas's much awaited release, Salar, which released one day after Dunki, which was on the 22nd of December. And the second was that the movie would get the first mover advantage from the positive word of mouth, and therefore would drive more people to the cinema halls watching Dunki than Salar. But if we look at how the businesses are doing, both Dunki and Salar have been doing extremely well at the box office. Something noteworthy about Dunki, however, is that the movie was recently screened at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Three friends, played by Taapsee Pannu, Anil Grover and Vikram Kochar, live in a small village in Punjab called Laltu. All three of them have a big common aspiration, which is to go and settle overseas, UK to be precise. All of them believe and have a strong conviction that if they go and settle in the UK, their problems, which are mostly monetary, will be solved. Now, in order to go and settle overseas, they need what is called as a visa. So they start trying everything to go and get a visa to go overseas. They even enroll for what is called as English speaking classes, where they meet other fellow friends who have the same aspiration, Vicky Kaushal being one of them. He is in a special appearance in the movie. Finally, their friend, played by Shah Rukh Khan or Hardyal Singh, also known as Hardy, helps them reach UK. Well, initially Hardy tries all the legal ways to make sure that his friends go and settle overseas, but when none of the ways work, they use what is called as an illegal immigration route, also called as the Dunki route or Dunki as it is called in Punjabi. The plot of the movie is how these friends finally reach their destination, and then once they are there, they actually want to come back to India. So that full journey is what Dunki is about. Before Dunki released, Rajkumar Hirani released a series of videos that talk about different aspects of Dunki. One of them being how he got inspired and how did the idea to make a movie like Dunki come. Let's have a look.
स्टार्ट सर की आपने जब फिल्म शुरू की थी तो आई डू रिमेंबर हम मिले थे 3-4 साल हो गए इस बात को, बट कोई इमेजरी आई थी आपको, सो मैं आई जस्ट पुट द इमेज ऑन द स्क्रीन एंड टेल यू टू टेल हाउ दिस ऑल स्टार्टेड.
सो सर ये एक्चुअली ये कोई सीजी नहीं है, ये एक एक्चुअल घर है जलंधर के आसपास, जहाँ ये घर आप देख रहे हैं उसके ऊपर ये इतना बड़ा जहाज सीमेंट का बना हुआ है. ये एक्चुअल है और ऐसा ये एक घर नहीं है, ऐसे कई घर है जहाँ छतों पे जहाज लगे होते हैं. तो आई वाज क्वाइट अमेज्ड बाय इट. फिर हमने जानने की कोशिश की घर है क्यों है, तो हाँ ये भी चाहिए. तो खैर जब हमने फिल्म बनाने की सोची उसकी रिसर्च के लिए गए तो मैं इस घर के पास भी गया. तो ये सर वहाँ कल्चर है कि जिन घरों के बच्चे या घर का कोई एक फैमिली मेंबर विदेश पहुंच जाए, लंदन, कनाडा, अमेरिका जहां पहुंच जाए, तो वो टशन में अपने घर के छत पे एक जहाज लगा देते हैं.
सो इट्स अ मोमेंट ऑफ प्राइड कि हमारे घर का कोई ना कोई जो है विलेज चला गया,
हाँ,
बाहर चला गया, कोई ना कोई.
In 2016, a famous photographer named Rajesh Vora traveled more than 6,000 kilometers across 4 districts of Punjab. What he did was he photographed the sculptures made on the rooftop of many homes. He noticed aeroplanes were a common theme because that represented both the aspiration and also marked, as Rajkumar Hirani said in the video, a sign of success for anyone in the family who had travelled or relocated overseas. If we look at the reports from Wall Street Journal, just last year, as many as 42,000 Indians tried to illegally enter the United States. If we look at reports that come from the UK Home Office, Indians have been declared as the second largest group of illegal immigrants to a country like UK. Dunki flights or Dunki route method is when would-be immigrants use a backdoor route to enter a foreign country via multiple stops in other countries to enter the main country they wish to travel to or settle in. The term comes from the Punjabi idiom meaning hopping from one place to the other. The business of donkey flights is widely spread in Punjab, where a large youth or a large chunk of population wants to travel and settle overseas. The business now has also spread to places like Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, and lately we even hear Gujarat. This route, apart from being illegal, involves a huge amount of money to be paid to the agents. At times, there are people who end up paying their full life saving. And apart from all of this route is also very, very dangerous. There are many who have even lost their lives trying to go and reach to a foreign country using the donkey or the illegal immigration route. The story angle is definitely new. I don't remember any movie that has really got illegal immigration problem to the light. Dunki is first of its kind in that respect. The acting, be it Shah Rukh Khan, be it Taapsee Pannu, Vicky Kaushal, Anil Grover, they are all brilliant in their roles. While Dunki is a movie that's been made with a lot of honesty and it comes from the director Rajkumar Hirani, there were a lot of expectations that surrounded Dunki. When I went to watch Dunki, I ensured that I go and see it the first day, first show, because I'm a huge fan of Rajkumar Hirani, and if you look at his previous work, it's outstanding. What we specifically like about Rajkumar Hirani is that no matter what the subject, he can make you empathize with the character. His storytelling is very, very strong. It is so strong that you actually get involved in that story. For example, I remember in Three Idiots when I was watching the movie, I actually felt the pain of Raju when he tries to kill himself when he's not succeeded in his exams. And if you've seen the movie, if you remember, he's the third friend whom Amir finally helps. I felt his pain. And I felt this pain irrespective of the fact that I never wanted to be an engineer. I have not studied in an engineering college, but still I could associate because the storytelling of Rajkumar Hirani was so strong. Unfortunately, Dunki lacks this. There were parts in the movie where actually I was bored. There were parts which could have been skipped. There were parts I was busy sipping my coffee, didn't realize what's happening in the movie because that involvement doesn't come in Dunki. Something else which I didn't like about Dunki was that there was too much time given to building the characters than to telling the story. For example, the first half of the movie is literally spent trying to understand the character's life, and very little time is actually in the movie is when we actually are taken through their journeys, their problems, what happens to them once they sort of reach overseas, etc., etc. So that link is not there in the movie. But having said that, Dunki is a good break from all the action movies that we've been watching lately. It's a movie that can be enjoyed with the entire family. This is what we thought of Dunki. We'll see you shortly in the next one.